All right, first up today, the South Carolina Gamecocks, represented by head coach Chad Holbrook and student athlete Adam Hill. Coach Holbrook, please make an opening statement.
Well, it's a big win for us. Obviously, keeps our season going. Adam was terrific in his 7 innings. He gave us just what we needed. We needed him to go deep in the game and give us a chance to win, and that's what he did. That helped us with our bullpen going forward in the next, hopefully, 2 games. But you know, we're not exactly where we need to be and want to be from a bullpen standpoint right now, but we're not in dire straits either, and a lot of that was because of Adam's performance. So it's good to see us swing the bats the way that we did, and hopefully that'll carry over and will get us some momentum and guys that are feeling good about themselves in the batter's box, and hopefully that can carry over to tonight. We're playing a great team, great opponent, but we'll do the best that we can. And but Adam was terrific, and he gave us a chance to win the game, and it was a big win for us.
Chad, can you just talk? Oh, Adam.
Adam, how much pressure did you put on yourself going out there to kind of go deep into the game and get batters out and keep your pitch count low?
I really didn't put any pressure on myself. I knew my team was going to swing the bats. I knew all I had to do was just throw the ball over the plate and let my defense work. So I mean, there wasn't really much pressure because I knew I have a great team behind me. So it was just really about putting the ball over the plate and making pitches when I needed to.
I know you said there wasn't any pressure, but did you know going into the game that you needed to pitch as long as you could to try to save the bullpen?
Yeah, I knew. Some guys had thrown some pitches, so I needed to go as deep as I could. But it really wasn't on my mind. I was just worried about throwing strikes and just getting out as quick as I could. So I mean, I wasn't really focused on it, but I knew going in that I needed to have one of my longer outings.
After not pitching, I guess, a whole lot of innings the last few starts, was it hard at all to keep going out? I mean, I think you threw over 120 pitches. Just how were you feeling physically?
I felt great. I was ready, glad for the opportunity, and I was ready to go out there and throw strikes and get outs. So I mean, I'm glad Coach gave me the ball, and so I was ready to go no matter what. So no, my body was fine.
Adam, it seemed like kind of a back-and-forth game there up until about the 5th inning when they put the 8th spot up in the inning. How did your mentality change when you had that kind of big lead to work with pitching with?
At that point, it was just about throwing strikes and, getting outs and getting our offense back in with the way they were swinging it. You want to keep them in the dugout as long as you can. So, yeah, it was just really about just getting ahead, throwing fastballs, and getting outs.
Chad, who pitches the nightcap and who plays third base?
I'm gonna. Has the decision been made on that already? It has been. Well, as far as who's pitching, I'm gonna talk to Coach Myers. I hadn't even had a chance. I just rushed right up here from the field, and we'll discuss our options. And there's all kind of different options on the table for us. So we'll try to make the best decision that we can and have it ready an hour before game time. At third base, DC was terrific today, in both offensively, obviously, and defensively, and it'd be tough to go a different way than that.
Chad, can you talk about your depth and your batting order and your interchangeable parts, not just today, but the whole season?
Well, it's enabled us to, I think, have a chance to win 44 games. I mean, we've gotten contributions from a lot of different people. TJ went a long period of time in not playing, and all of a sudden now he's a main part of things. Hunter Taylor hadn't called all year really, and was a big part of things yesterday to keep our season alive. And LT's versatile, and DC's versatile, and we got some versatility, especially in the infield, and we got some athletes in the outfield. That's giving us a chance if somebody goes down. And it certainly showed up today with Jonah being out. But hopefully DC can have another good game tonight. But the depth of our team has helped us enjoy some success.
What was your view on the Jonah Bride play? And is it more disappointment or frustration that he's not available tonight?
It's just more disappointing, because I know who Jonah Bride is. There was nothing malicious there, and I'm saying this, haven't seen the replay, but Jonah wouldn't hurt a flea. I mean, he just was caught in the middle. If he was going in there with an elbow and trying to take a kid's jaw off, I might get it. And it might have looked like that on video, but I know that's not who Jonah Bride is. So, it's disappointing because, when a kid works so hard and, there's not a bad bone in that kid's body and he gets a chance to play in the NCAA tournament, you hate that an in-between play like that costs him an opportunity. But the rule's a rule, and, we got to live by it.
You always talk about hitting, breeding confidence. How nice was it with another one on tap tonight to see them put up the kind of hits that they did today?
Well, Coach Tanner says you don't get too many in one game. You don't want to use them all up, but hopefully we didn't. Hitting is contagious, as you saw that today, and then guys relaxed when we got a lead. And hopefully that'll continue and give them some confidence going into tonight. We certainly had some good at-bats and moved the ball around, and, it was nice to see. I'm proud as heck if I could be at DC. I had a feeling, when Jonah got, ejected, I had a feeling he was going to do something to help us win, because, baseball tends to reward good kids that do the right thing and work their tails off, and I'm glad the game rewarded him for a great attitude and a great kid that he is. It's special that he had that type of performance in in his last regional here at Founders Park.
Was it best case scenario for you guys as far as getting an early lead, Adam going 7 strong innings and saving the bullpen?
Yeah, it's kind of, we drew it up that way, but I didn't really feel, great about the game. I felt like they were a threat until we got that 8-run fifth there. That being said, we couldn't have, if we'd had to use a lot of pitchers tonight, today, things would have got interesting tonight with how we'd have gone about trying to figure it out. But he did give us a chance to have a few arms in the stable tonight, and, it'll be a little bit awkward. It'll be a little bit different. It won't be the plan that we've had, all season long. But we'll be able to throw some of our guys out there and see if we can piecemeal 9 innings together and get to tomorrow.
We're going to take just 2 more.
Just what kind of goes into a performance like Adam's, where it didn't seem like he's necessarily keeping the pitch count down, but he just keeps going out and eating those innings just when you really need it.
He's not quite there with his command yet, and he's young. He's maturing. We're seeing him develop here as right beneath our eyes, and it's he's just trying to figure it out. Obviously, when he does figure it out, he's going to be dominant, and and it was certainly. It's frustrating for him because I know how good he is. And he was great today. Don't get me wrong, but he can dominate when he's in the strike zone. He's just been a little bit erratic with his command, a little bit today, as you saw in some of his previous starts. And that'll come with time. That'll come with maturity. That'll come with confidence. And we're going to keep giving him the ball because I think he's going to have a special career here.
You spoke yesterday about how you want your guys to relax a little bit. Did they do that today, or did this help in that regard?
Yeah, they were relaxed the day before the game for whatever reason. I can't put my finger on it. They were loose and ready to go, and the music was blaring in the locker room. They had some fun, before the game. I don't think that guarantees us anything for tonight. But they did have there was a certain calm in the dugout today, and I know some of it has to do with we were ahead, but even when it was 0-0 there with 2 outs and nobody on, we still there was a good feeling in the dugout today that we were going to play well, and so it was good. And then scoring 2 runs with 2 outs and nobody on in the first, that got us going a little bit.
Thank you.